Welcome to a new Football Manager experiment, and today's one is involving Southampton FC. So what I have done, as you have probably gathered from the title, I have put Gareth, Bale, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Theo Walcott back into the Southampton team. I've reduced all their contracts down to 50k a week because I don't want to completely obliterate Southampton with massive contracts. So what I'm going to do is simply holiday the game, probably about 3 seasons, but I'll do them the first season and see how they get on. And we shall see if they do better with these 3 players and in real life. I'm assuming they will. I mean, obviously Bale should be brilliant for them, as should Walcott and the Ox. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Lallana does and Ramirez, considering there's these other 3 great wingers or attacking midfielders in the team. And if it benefits people like Lambert and Rodriguez scoring-wise as well. And it'll also be interesting to see how Tottenham do without Bale and how Arsenal do without their 2 players as well. So I'm just going to holiday it 1 season and see how they get on. So Southampton finished 12th, which is slightly better than in real life. But the one thing that I've noticed is, what on earth are Norwich doing in 4th? How have they qualified for the Champions League? I don't understand. How did they do that? This is just incredible. Who have they bought? I don't think they've... It doesn't make any sense. They've bought Clint Hill. I don't understand. And look, Newcastle 5th, Tottenham 6th and Arsenal 7th. Anyway, back to Southampton. Liverpool finished 13th. But yeah, Southampton, this is what happened. Let's look at the Southampton's 3 old stars and see how they did. So top scorer was Jay Rodriguez, then it was Bale, then it was Ramirez, then it was the Ox, and then it was Walcott. So Bale looks like he was, top player in terms of average rating with 9 goals. Let's look at his assists. So 9 goals and 6 assists, only 1 man of the match all season, 7.29 average rating. Done alright, better than the other 3. But, I mean, you'd expect him to do a lot better than that, surely. Oxlade-Chamberlain, 7 goals and 9 assists, 1 man of the match, 6.96 average rating. He's got 2 goals in 9 caps for England now. But, yeah, not too bad, but, I don't know, you just surely would expect them to do a bit better. Theo Walcott especially has done pretty poorly, only 6.86 average rating, 6 goals, 1 assist, 2 man of the matches. Yeah, so they've underperformed, really. I don't know, maybe they might get signed this summer, so when we holiday it to the end of the 2nd season, they may not be there anymore. This is how they did in the individual fixtures. A lot of losses at the start of the season there and draws, but started to pick it up around January time, really. And in the Cups, they went out against Reading in the 5th round of the FA Cup. And the League Cup, they lost in the 2nd round against Cardiff. So it's been an average season, slightly better than real life in terms of the position they finished and the points they accumulated. But I just can't get over how Norwich finished 4th. They're in the Champions League next year. I don't understand. Man City completely destroyed the league. Just have a quick look at the player stats. Peter Crouch top scorer, he's so overpowered on FM13. Benteke 2nd, and Agbonlahor as well. Aston Villa had a lot of high goal scorers. Assists, Kabaye was top. But yeah, without Bale, Tottenham finished 6th, and without the Ox and Walcott, Arsenal finished 7th. So in a way, them moving out of those teams to Southampton has had a greater effect on Tottenham and Arsenal than it has on Southampton, really. So that's quite interesting, and it allowed Norwich to somehow finish above them both. It's just mental. But yeah, we'll holiday it to the end of the 2nd season, see if all 3 players are still at Southampton, and see if they can improve on 12th place. So it's now the end of the 2nd season, and let's have a see where Southampton finished. And they finished at 9th place. Better than last season. Man City champions. And look, Norwich go from finishing 4th to getting relegated. That's just mental, really. But yeah, Man City won the title again. Arsenal finished 5th and Tottenham finished 6th without their star players. Let's have a quick look to see who they've signed since losing those players. Pedro Leon, Enrique, Donovan, Perisic. Some decent signings there. Last season they signed Subotic and Kuki. But yeah, interesting signings. And quick look at Tottenham as well. They signed Ayew, he's brilliant. Diame from West Ham. Martin Kelly, Kevin Mooney. Last season they signed Perotti, Tolvanen. Yep, Suarez, but not the Suarez. So, Southampton. Let's see how the players did. Have they still got Bale, the Ox, and Walcott? Let's have a look. They've still got Oxlade-Chamberlain and Walcott, but Bale has left by the looks of things. So, Gareth Bale's gone to Man United for 42.5 million. And they've made some decent signings as well. Winston Reid, James McCarthy, James MacArthur. And a lot of money spent, 47.5 million, mainly from, obviously, the sale of Bale. So let's see how he's done at Man United. Now he's gone there. He's done a lot better. 46 games played, 17 goals, 10 assists, 7.31 average rating. So he's gone, but they've still got Walcott and the Ox, and they both helped them to a 9th place finish. And Nathaniel Klein was top of the average rating out of the players that played a lot of games, and it was McCarthy, Oxlade-Chamberlain down here, and Walcott all the way down here. So Oxlade-Chamberlain, 6 goals in 15 games for England now. And he played 40 games, 7 goals, 4 assists, 3 man of the matches, and a 7.07 average rating, improving on last season. And Walcott he's got 14 goals in 44 caps for England now, and he got 6 goals, 0 assists in 32 games, 6.75 average rating. What's happened to him? He's really been quite poor, to be honest, and pretty strange. Top scorer for Southampton was Gaston Ramirez with only 8 goals, and Lambert with 8 as well. Then it was Oxlade-Chamberlain. But yeah, 9th place, it's pretty decent. They've made progress, even without Bale. So we'll holiday another season and see if these two players still stay and how Southampton get on in the 3rd season. We'll just have a quick look to see how they did in the Cups. They lost 2-0 against Sunderland in the 2nd round of the Capital One Cup. And they went out against Derby in the 4th round of the FA Cup. I'm just curious to see how Norwich did in the Champions League. So they managed to qualify for the group stage, but finished bottom with 1 point. But look at that group, that's really hard. Barcelona, PSG and Schalke, and they managed to get a draw. They lost 2-0 against Barcelona. They managed to get a draw against Schalke away from home. But yeah, as you would expect, and they got relegated, and wow, I mean, I don't really know what happened to them. So let's holiday it one more season and see how Southampton do with Oxlade-Chamberlain and Walcott. So at the end of the 3rd season, Southampton have managed to finish 6th. So in the end, it has worked. They've improved under these 3 players, or now 2 players, and finished 12th, then 9th, then 6th, and they finished above Arsenal, who have really struggled since losing Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain. Tottenham have recovered and managed to finish 4th and get a Champions League place. Man City have won the league once again. Well, I say under those 2 players, but they've actually sold them both, Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain, and they've replaced them with the likes of Stuart Downing, Nathan Redmond, a few other players. There's a mix of players, Will Hughes. So I guess they've used the money wisely from those 3 players and bought other players and improved and finished 6th. They currently have no manager. I can apparently apply for the job there. So we'll look at the transfers and see how much they sold. They sold Chamberlain for 23.5 million to Liverpool, and they sold Walcott to Chelsea for 22 million. So they made a lot of money from the 3 sales. And for Liverpool, he managed to get 32 games under his belt, 6 goals, 7 assists, 7.14 average rating. Very good. And Walcott, has he improved at Chelsea? Let's see. Played 33 games, 8 goals, 1 assist, 7.11 average rating. Much better than he was at Southampton. So, despite losing the 3 players, they've actually improved anyway, which sort of discredits the whole theory of them 3 helping the team. I guess all 3 of them together improved the team slightly in the first season, very slightly. But I think what's more interesting is the impact it had on Arsenal, losing Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain. They've really slumped over the 3 seasons. They finished 7th, 5th and 8th, so never getting into the Champions League. Tottenham eventually recovered after a poor, well, not exactly poor, but a couple of seasons, finishing 6th and then finishing 4th. So there we go. That's what would have happened if Bale, Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain had stayed at Southampton or gone back there, if it was just to hypothetically happen. This is what would apparently happen according to Football Manager. It would mean Norwich would finish in 4th place first season. That's just bizarre. And Arsenal would slump and Southampton would improve over time. So there we go. Thank you for watching. If you've got any other suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section below. I've got so many ideas, though it's going to be hard to get everything done. But I'll do my best to get as many out over the summer. And please leave the video a like if you're enjoying the series. I'll see you in the next experiment, guys.